Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to you all. Welcome back to my channel Good School, where I will provide you with the detailed explanations to all the topics. So let's begin with the today's topic, that is a poem named Street Cries, written by Sarojini Naidu. And before I begin with the explanation, let me remind you, please do not forget to like and subscribe the channel so that you can get the latest updates about the new posts. So Sarojini Naidu, she was born in the year 1879 and she passed away in the year 1949. She was popularly known as the Nightingale of India. She was born in Hyderabad and she was an exceptional student, proficient in Urdu, Telugu, English and Bengali and Persian as well. Sarojini was a child prodigy and she topped the matriculation examination at the age of 12. Seeing her passion for poetry, her father decided to encourage her to pursue her talent. With his support, at the age of 12, she wrote the play Meher Munib in Persian language. When she was only 16, she enrolled in King's College, England. In 1905, her first collection of poems titled The Golden Threshold was published and greatly admired by the many well-known Indian politicians. Her later works also gained the respect of literary critics in England. Returning to India, Sarojini got involved in active politics. She was the first Indian woman to become the Prime President of the Indian National Congress in 1925. She played an important role in the civil disobedience movement and was imprisoned along with Gandhi and other leaders. So students, this was some information about Sarojini Naidu, and now let's just begin with the explanation part of the poem line by line. So, when dawn's first cymbals beat upon the sky, rousing the world to labor's various cry, to tend the flock, to bind the mellowing grain, from ardent toil to forge a little gain, and fasting men go forth on hurrying feet. Buy bread, brings down the eager street. So the first line, when the dawn's first cymbals beat upon the sky. Now cymbal here is a musical instrument. The early morning sounds in the sky are probably the twittering of the birds, the chirping of the birds. Rousing the world to labor's cry. The world here refers to the people inhabiting the earth, people who are living on the earth. So it means the people are awakened by the twittering of the birds to go out for their work. To tend the flock, to bind the mellowing grain. So the poet here means that is now clarifying the various spheres of labor. She emphasizes on then India's economy when this poem was written. So the poet has emphasized on the then India's economy, which was particularly based on farming and agriculture, comprising of the workers like farmers and shepherds, etc. She did not speak anything about the industrial labor nor gave an iota of indication of the whizzing of the factory side. To tend the flock, to bind the mellowing grain. So the phrase to tend the flock here refers to the shepherds who actually bind up the whole thing, who actually take up the flocks for grazing. And to bind the mellowing grain refers to the farmers. From ardent toil to forge a little gain. The poet is showing the zeal of the workmen, the passion of the workmen working passionately to earn some profit. And fasting men go forth in hurrying feet. Do we not feel that these men are actually on fast because they have not eaten anything from the last night's supper time? They were on fast and they were really hungry. Now, upon waking up, that makes them go hurriedly to the man hawking food, to the vendors who are selling food. Buy bread, rings down the eager street. So poet talks about the vendors who are just shouting in high pitches and selling their food items, that is, buy bread, buy bread. And this whole statement is quite amazing. From stale rice soaked in water, a staple breakfast for the toiling class, to bread. So, this poem is actually talking about the people who are in quite a lot of hurry to go to their workplaces. Now, moving on to the next stanza. When the earth falters and the waters swoon with the implacable radiance of moon, and in dim shelters quails hush their notes, and the faint thirsting blood in languid throats craves liquid succor from the cruel heat, by fruit, steals down the panting street. Now, the first line here means, when it says when the earth falters and waters swoon, means the soil losing its strength. It is referring to the top layer drying up. When there is not enough rain, the top layer is just drying up, losing its strength and losing its moisture. So, yes, she says in the next phrase that the water is swooning, fainting. It's just going away, meaning the water lost from the ground. And in dim shelters, quails hush their notes. So, when it says with the implacable radiance of the noon, means the unchangeable. Implacable means the unchangeable radiance, the glare of the sun, the light of the sun, the unchangeable heat and light of the sun that is present during the afternoon time. So, undoubtedly, this is referring to the energized midday sun, scorching heat and drying up the surrounding, affecting all the animals and the human beings around. And in dim shelters, quails hush their notes, referring to the intensity of the heat and its effect that even the quails who are sitting in the trees try to find the shades for themselves, and they are hushing in a very low note. They speak up in a very hush and low note. In a very silent way, they just speak up. And the faint thirsting blood in languid throats, the feeble oppressed throats hankering for water, craves liquid succor from cruel heat, by fruit, steals down the panting street. So, the feeble oppressed throats, the throats which are feeling thirsty, are hankering for water, are just they want water to drink, they want some liquid to just quench the thirst of their throats. So the fruit mongers, the fruit vendors are just shouting and selling out their merchandise, that is fruits, because fruits, the citrus fruits especially, are in some or the other way helpful in satiating the thirst. Now, the third stanza here, when twilight twinkling over the gay bazaars unfurls a sudden canopy of stars. When lutes are strung and fragrant torches lit on white roof terraces where lovers sit, drinking together of life's poignant sweet, by flowers floats down the singing street. Now, when the people are returning back from their workplaces in the evening time, the lights from the sunset fall over the enthusiastic and the lively marketplace. It happens quite sudden that the sky is covered with stars. So the canopy of stars refers to umbrella-like feature, image that is created by the stars being lit up in the sky. And this poetically opens up a unexpected sky covered with stars. And when lutes are strung and fragrant torches lit, so lutes again is a stringed musical instrument which is being played as a part of the entertainment. And odor sticks, the fragrant torches refers to the odor sticks that are being lighted to just enlighten and make the atmosphere seem to be much better. on the white roof terraces where lovers sit. So, the white color here symbolizes and signifies the peace and calmness and serenity, saying terraces of the buildings, which is tranquil and calm, and drinking together of life's poignant sweet, where drinking here means that the people are enjoying spending quality time with each other and enjoying together the life's sweetness, fondness, affection, and attachment. Buy flowers floats down the scenic street. So the florists come to the streets to sell flowers just in order to make the environment a little more enjoyable for the people who are sitting and spending quality time. So this was the explanation to the poem. Hope you have enjoyed it. And once again, let me remind you, please do not forget to like and subscribe my channel so that you can get the latest updates about the new posts. Thank you.